Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today we are going to be getting the biggest aquarium that I have ever owned. It is a 125 gallon aquarium and I've been wanting to get this thing for a while. And I actually did not plan on getting it today, but this morning I came down here to feed the fish and turtles and I look over at my 75 gallon cichlid tank and I see my beautiful blue Texas cichlid floating dead. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it was Ike, my pike cichlid, that killed him, because he did try to kill the green terror, and now that I think about it, he probably killed Moby, the blood parrot, and he's easily the most aggressive fish in that tank, so I'm just gonna assume that Ike killed the Texas cichlid. And it just really sucks. That was my favorite cichlid in that tank, and I actually tried filming an intro right when I found out that it happened like an hour ago, but I was so negative and so upset in that intro that I decided to delete it and refilm it now, because I want this video to be happy and exciting, because after all, we are getting a huge tank, a 125 gallon tank. That is something to be excited about. So we're just gonna try and move past this whole situation. Obviously I'm still a bit upset with Ike for doing that, but he is a fish, he has aggressive instincts, so I can't really blame him. But what I can do is learn from this and not put him with any other fish in the future. And with that being said, before we head over to the store and buy our 125 gallon tank, I am going to get Ike the heck out of that tank so he doesn't hurt any of my other cichlids. And we are going to be putting Ike in that 40 gallon breeder right there. So we are going to have to take the green terror out of that tank and put him in that 10 gallon tank. And obviously all this will be temporary. And I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you the whole plan right now. When all is said and done, Ike is going to have the 75 gallon aquarium all to himself, because I don't want to get rid of Ike. I'm kind of mad at him right now, but I do actually really like Ike. He's an awesome fish and I don't want to get rid of him. So he will have the 75 gallon all to himself. And then the 125 gallon tank that we are buying today is going to go along that wall. And in that tank is going to be my convict cichlid, my blood parrot, my firemouth, my black belt, which are all in this tank right now. And then my green terror will also be going in the 125. And then also, I'm probably going to get some criticism for this, but I am going to attempt to put my flower horn in with them. He is an American cichlid. I have seen several successful videos of people putting their flower horns with other American cichlids and have it being great. So I'm going to try it, and obviously when I do, I'll keep an eye on them. And if it doesn't work out, then the flower horn will just go back in his 25 gallon. And then also, since it is a big tank and we're now down a fish, we will have room to get a few more cichlids, at least 2, maybe 3. And I'm not going to tell you what kind of cichlids they're going to be yet. I know for sure what one of them is going to be, but then I'll actually leave the rest up to you guys. Comment down below what kind of American cichlid we should get for our future 125 gallon tank. Yeah, I'll probably get like 2 or 3 for that. So that's the plan. Ike in there, all the other ones in the 125. That'll once again open up the 40 gallon, which we can go back to the original plan and make a turtle tank out of it. And then as long as everything goes to plan and the flower horn gets along with everyone else, we will have the 25 gallon open, which I will probably end up putting my baby cichlids in when they grow up a bit more. And then from there, we'll just play it by ear. Obviously things are always changing around here, but that's probably how things are going to end up looking. And yeah, I think you guys are caught up on everything. So now I'm going to first of all get this 10 gallon tank moved over there, and then we will grab the green terror cichlid out of the 40 gallon and put him in there. Alrighty guys, that 10 gallon is all ready to go. So I'm gonna go in here and catch the green terror. Got him. We're going to move him into the 10 gallon. Both of these tanks are the same temperature, so there was no need for acclimation. And then I'm also going to put this cave in there that he can hide in. And there we go. Also, I should mention I did not fill this tank all the way to the top, just because I don't want him jumping out. But now we are going to catch Ike out of the 75 gallon tank and move him over to this 40 gallon. Yes, get in here, buddy. Alright, well there we go. Ike is in the 40 gallon. I'm sure all the other cichlids are very happy to see him go. And yeah, there he is back there. He looks pretty stressed out. I don't blame him. He's in a jail tank. But again, like I said, he is only in there temporarily. Whenever we get this 125 all set up, he'll go back right into the 75 gallon where he was. And I was hoping to get that 125 today, but it is pouring and it's not going to stop pouring for the rest of the night. And I don't want to put the tank in the stand in the back of my truck and have it get all wet from the rain. So I'm just going to wait until tomorrow when there's no rain and we'll go pick up the tank. So with all that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty guys, so it is now the next day. Today is the day we are getting the 125 gallon tank. But before we head over to the store, I do want to check in on Ike. There he is right back there, hanging out on the bottom of the tank. I feel kind of bad for him, honestly. Then over here, checking in on the green terror. He's doing just fine as well. He has that cave. So those two are doing all right, but I do want to get right to work on setting up the new tank so that we can get Ike back in his 75 and get the green terror into the 125. So with that being said, me and my buddy Miles are going to head up to PetSmart and pick up this 125 gallon tank. Alrighty guys. Well, we are here at PetSmart looking at the tank. Here it is, the 125. We got the tank, the stand, 3 glass lids, and then 2 LED strips. So all we'll really need is the filter and the heater. And then the decorations, of course, does not come with these decorations that are in it. So we're gonna go get a worker and get this thing loaded up into the T-Rook. Alrighty guys, we got Big Blue all loaded up with the new 125. So we're gonna get this home, get it put in the fish room. I'll see you there. Alrighty guys, and we are back from the pet store. We've got the 125 out in the truck. But before we can bring that into the fish room, I realized we have to move the turtle tub because that 125 is going along this wall. And it should fit right in this gap. I measured it and I think it'll be fine. But if not, we can just move that tank like over here and we can move that one over there. But what we're gonna do right now is move this turtle tub right over here. Alrighty guys, so I actually decided to put the turtle tub right in front of the closet. The 10-gallon with the green terror was right there, and I moved that right over there where I was gonna put the turtle tub. And now this wall is completely clear for our new 125-gallon tank. So Miles and I are gonna go out and grab that out of the truck and bring it on in here. Alrighty guys, and there it is. The 125 is in the fish room and it just looks amazing. I mean, look at this thing. Just a massive tank, 6 foot long. And we have a real modern looking stand. We can put the canister filter in one of these and then just store random stuff in the other ones. A couple nice shelves right here. We can put food or whatever else on there. And I am hype about this thing. Like, just look at this compared to the 75. Now the 75, 125. I mean, wow. And we can just sit on the couch and just look at all my future American cichlids in there. I cannot wait. So now we are going to go ahead and unbox the glass lids, which are in this box, and then the 2 LED strips. We're gonna get those all hooked up, see if they're good, see if I need to order a new one. Hopefully those are good enough, but we're gonna get all this set up and I'll see you when we're done. And there it is. The lids are on, the lights are on, and oh my gosh, this looks amazing. I am so excited to have this 125-gallon tank. Just look at the size of this thing. Like, there's the 75 and there's the 125. It is so much bigger. It makes the 55 and the 75 look tiny. It's literally like those two put together. And I just cannot wait to set this thing up. I mean, I'm literally probably gonna order the filter tonight and set it up the day the filter comes in because I just cannot wait. And I just want to keep moving on this fish room. We're getting to where we want to be. We got to set up the 125, move Ike back into the 75, move those guys into the 125. That'll clear up this 40-gallon, which we can make the turtle tank, so we can get the turtles out of the tub and into there, so we can completely get rid of this tub for now. The green terror will go in the 125, so we can get rid of that tank as well. Eventually Frankie's gonna go in with his parents. We'll be able to get rid of that tank. Then we'll also move the turtles from upstairs out of my room into the 40-gallon turtle tank as well, so we can take down that tank too. And since we'll be down 4 tanks, I think we'll have room to set up my saltwater tank, but that's still quite a while away. We have all this stuff to do. But yeah, back to the point. 125-gallon. Oh my gosh, just look at that thing on camera. It takes up the whole screen. This tank is 6 foot long. It's literally almost as tall as me. I actually got into the tank a second ago. I couldn't help myself. But yeah, I told you guys big things were coming to the fish room, and by big things I meant big things. I cannot wait to continue on with all these projects. I don't want to end this video quite yet. I think I'm still going to order the filter and I'll probably show you guys that. So I don't really know when I'm going to pick up this video next, but I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, so it is a couple days later and there are a few things I want to update you guys on regarding the 125-gallon tank. First of all, let's check in on Ike. As you can see, I did add in that big piece of driftwood, which was previously in the 55-gallon tank, and he definitely appreciates that. He always hides either under it or in it. I've seen him actually right in there quite a few times. And Ike was actually starting to worry me. He went days without eating. He wouldn't touch pellets, he wouldn't touch bloodworms, and I was starting to get a little concerned, but today I dropped in a night crawler for him and he hopped right on that, so that's a big relief. Checking in on the green terror, he's also doing just fine. He's been eating his regular pellets. Now the other 4 cichlids still in the 75-gallon are actually looking like better than ever. They all look super happy. There isn't really much aggression in this tank anymore. When Ike was in the tank with them, they were always chasing each other, trying to fight, but now they've all been getting along just great. In other news, I did order that filter when I said I was going to. I actually ordered the same filter that's on the 75-gallon tank. That filter is meant for up to 200 gallons, so it'll be just fine for the 125, and I'm also going to throw a power head in there just to keep stuff from like settling on the bottom. I'll have a picture of that filter right here. Again, it is the same one in the 75, and I believe that's coming in tomorrow, but I do want to get this video up tomorrow, so we're not going to wait for that. But there is one last thing I want to talk about real quick. A few days ago, I posted on my community tab telling you guys that I got the 125, and I got a ton of comments telling me not to use the stand that it came with. A bunch of you guys said you got this same exact setup, and this stand literally like collapsed whenever all the water weight got on it, and that is the last thing I want. I would rather not have 125 gallons of water on my basement floor. So I did already go ahead and build a new stand for it, which I will show you guys right now. I do have it all covered up because we have been getting some rain the past few days, but I'll uncover it real quick for you guys. So yeah, there it is. It is built completely out of 2x4s. It's the same concept that I used with my 55 gallon, my 40 gallon, my 25 gallon tank stands. They're literally all the same thing, just different sizes. I'll probably talk about this more in depth in my next video whenever we set the tank up, just for anyone that might be curious on the details of this. But yeah, this thing is a monster, so we no longer have to worry about the tank stand collapsing. So yeah, I'll talk more about that in the next video. I'm also going to sand it and paint it, make it look all nice. I might even throw the doors from the other stand on this one to make it look a little nicer. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I do want to say thank you to everyone that warned me about the stand that it came with. Before even buying this tank setup, I did read some reviews online about it, and I did see that some people had problems with the stand, but I'll be honest, I was just going to use it and hope that it didn't collapse, but you guys changed my mind, so thank you. So yeah, I think that's it. Ike is doing good, Green Terror is doing good, filter's coming in tomorrow, the new stand is built, and right when that filter comes in, we're getting started setting this tank up. So you will see that very, very soon. That is going to wrap up this video, and today's comment of the day goes out to, and if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you got to do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.
Thanks, speed bags.